Friends, I would like to do a quick introduction to this video. I went today to Guitar Wishes, which is in Lincolnton, North Carolina. It is a top 10 guitar store in America, and I found out about it just recently when I was searching for places that sold heritage guitars. I recently did a review of vintage guitars. Recently did a review of the vintage Lemon Drop, the Peter Green type Les Paul. At any rate, I found out that they were sold in Lincolnton, and at this store it rates 4.9 stars out of hundreds of reviews. It is an absolutely astounding store. There are like over 700 to 800 guitars there. There is a awesome studio up top, and the owner, Roger, took me up there and showed me around in the studio. I had a limited amount of time because I thought the store opened earlier than it actually did. On Saturdays it opens at 10 o'clock. Monday through Fridays it opens at 12, so I got there at like 11 o'clock, and I had to leave by 12:30 or something like that because I had to be at a graduation for my wife. But at any rate, check this video out. It is pretty amazing. I did shoot it with the X4 Insta360, so I'm shooting a spherical video and just choosing shots. But a pretty dang cool place. I'm going to go back and spend some more time when I have more time. And many thanks to the folks there for just showing me around. Let me play a few guitars. I got to go. It's like 35 minutes from my house. I had no idea there's a world-class guitar store, musical instrument place just right there near my home. So we'll see more from this, but check it out. And if you're in Lincolnton, it's just right there, right downtown, close to the courthouse. I'd say 150, 200 yards from the courthouse. What is the name of that street? I'll put it on in the description. Guitar Wishes, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Peace to all who watch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now your name is
Roger Calhoun.
Roger Calhoun. Roger owns this place, and he's going to take me on a real tour sometime when I got more time. Nick, my wife Nikki, those of you who watch my channel, you know she's got a graduation at CVCC today. She's over respiratory program at CVC. I work for UNC Health in Morganton, but some kind of store. I just got to ask you, a 5-minute interview. When did this place start?
We'll be 6 years December the 1st this year.
6 years is all. It looks like a kind of place that's been here 30 years.
Well, we're a top 100 store in the world, so we stay busy.
That is crazy.
Sell a lot of instruments, yeah.
Now, I might have to run through Moises if we got music that comes on. I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Okay, Google, stop.
Oh, really? Dude, you're awesome. So, okay. How many guitars are in this place? I can't
right
even
now, I haven't counted since we've had the last 2 loads in. We try to stay between 700 and 1,000 guitars.
Holy moly. And I was just looking, the prices are really good here.
We try to be here by the
Yeah,
prices.
man.
Yep.
Sweet. And so 6 years. Where you come from, Roger?
Actually, I'm from Gastonia, North Carolina. I've been in music business.
From Gastonia?
Mm-hmm. My family's been in music business all the way back to the 20s. So.
Wow. So I'm from up in like Little Switzerland, Spruce Pine area, but I live in Morganton. That's the reason I talk like a.
You got a place I can stay when I ride my motorcycle up there?
Do what?
You have a place I can stay when I ride my motorcycle?
My dad was a Christmas tree farmer, so I don't have any land. My brothers have got like hundreds of acres up there, so they're still very much into farming and stuff. But yeah, I live in Valdez, but this is some kind of place. And so you've got a recording studio upstairs.
Yeah, we've got a world-class studio. We had our first #1 on Google.
Who's the artist?
Joshua Ray Hudson. That's Why We Stand. We donated all the money to Guitars for Vets with Gary Sinise. Did very, very well. Went #1. Wow. It was #1's Amazon's bought video for about 3.5 days, 17 hours at #1.
Brother, I will check that out, and I reckon, folks. So I have limited time here. I'm gonna come back to this place. Something tells me I want to buy a guitar today. I'm looking at a Schecter over here that I thought was pretty, but maybe I better wait when I've got a clearer mind.
Well, the cool thing about it is when you buy a guitar here, you have 6 months. As long as you don't break it or modify it and you want to trade it back in, we guarantee 90% of what you paid for it trade in. Only store in the world that does that.
Really? 90% of what you,
So that's not like renting. We have a lot of pro players that come in here and they'll rent it. They'll buy a guitar and play it for 3 months and bring it back. And if they bought $1,000 American Telly or something, they play it.
I never return anything. When you sell it to me, it goes home and it has a nice little home, unless I gift it to somebody.
But wouldn't it be cool though if you had a guitar?
True.
And just every couple of months you can swap it and it don't cost you an arm and a leg.
Folks, are you hearing that? That's a pretty good deal right there.
I bought my share of guitars here too. Had them worked on too. They got a great.
Pretty good.
We build our
department?
own line of guitars. Plus, we have a really good Kevin.
Okay, is there a guitar in here that you guys have built?
Yeah,
Show me one.
This one's built by.
And I apologize, I can't stay here and do the whole tour, but I just gotta see what you guys are about. Check that out, it's beautiful. Oh, and I'm a telly guy too. So you got
This is
your
100% hand built. It's got stainless steel frets.
Okay. What's the price on that?
This one here is actually off sale. This was number
Okay, number one.
Normally these run anywhere from $2,000 to $3,100.
Holy moly. It's beautiful.
A lot of players are playing them. I mean, John Snyder, Bo Duke and Dick Sadler has
Yeah.
plays. But
I saw John on
freestyle
Broadway one time. He was when I was in. I used to work for Christian Tours years ago.
Yep.
You know, Nancy Eudene's Christian Tours, and John was there in some Broadway show, which is crazy. But John plays one now, huh?
Well, John
It's called
Hucklebee's got one. It's Guitar Wishes.
Oh, Guitar Wishes guitar.
Yep.
Sweet. So where's your Lutherie shop?
Well, this one here is built by Freestyle Wood right here in Lincolnton.
Oh.
They've been around for about 3 years.
Is this maple?
This
is that?
This is flame maple on the
Flame
top.
maple.
And I think he said
It's
sinker
stainless
mahogany on the
steel
back.
frets.
Mhm.
You got your compensated saddles.
Trev Wilson does the saddles for us.
What kind of pickups are these?
I'm not sure. I can't remember which one this was because this was the very first one.
Does it sound like a telly or is it?
Oh yeah.
Got a lot of
I
twang.
I know the pops are CTS, but I can't remember which pickups Eric put in these.
This is
Eric Gales, who owns the company that builds these.
Oh,
Eric
okay.
does really good work.
Oh, Eric.
Yes, a chance to say a
crap.
prayer for Eric. His wife's battling breast cancer right now. So he's
Brother,
watch
you're look at this thing. Is that like a bass? What in the heck?
It is
A
a
multi-bass.
it's on consignment for a customer. It's one of the hand-built basses. It's with drone strings, so it's pretty cool.
That is insane.
Part bass.
That is insane. Well, folks, you can see what we're looking at here. Well, more to come from this bunch. And Roger, thank you for coming out and meeting me and saying, hey, like I say,
Well, I'm glad you're in our store.
I'm a nobody, but there's a few people that pays attention to me, so God bless them.
Being paid attention to these days is hard to do. Isn't it?
Well, it ain't like I really particularly care to, but yeah, it's still God bless them, I say, and this is sweet, folks. Tell you what, if you're watching this, tell me what minute and second that you see a guitar. You tell me what guitar you want to play, and I'm gonna come back in here maybe next week and we'll play a guitar and we'll talk to Roger, and I might buy me one by the time I walk out of here.
You might as well do a spin around because they're gonna say, "Where's the Gretches at? Where's the?"
I didn't go over here. That's true.
Where's the tail?
I was telling Rush what happened. I've got a buddy that had got one of those Peter Green lemon drops.
We just sold them.
Oh, really? Well, I did a review on it. It might have been somebody saw one of my videos because that video's been watched like a couple thousand times. And so I said, well, this is a nice enough guitar. I ought to go. I see who sells those. So I think I found you guys online.
Right.
I'd never heard of you before, and I feel stupid for not ever finding it. I live 35 minutes from here.
We do zero advertising. We sell between 3,500 and 5,000 guitars a year out our front door.
Brother.
That's not counting what we sell on the internet. Or
Well, I hope, is that a vintage there?
No, that is.
That's a Gibson. He's playing a Gibson. Well, you ain't gonna make so much money off it vintage, but I tell you, vintage guitar impressed me, and I've got
they're great.
a nice Les Paul. You know, not I've just got a studio, not a standard or anything.
RBI that distributes those in the United States, they're a great company to work with. I love the Ace Frehley.
I like that one.
Did you see the Ace Frehley?
This is my kind of. Oh, is it? Oh, this one, 3
they just came
pickups.
out with that one, yeah, the 3
Check
pickups.
that out, man. And that runs like $600.
Yeah, it's hard
Not
to beat.
bad. A 3 pickup. You know, I've never played a 3 pickup Les Paul. I mean, I understand it's got to be kind of cool.
It is. It's a different sound.
Maybe that's the one people
Get
will
that
tell me.
Frampton sound, you know?
Oh yeah. That's right. Frampton did have the 3
Yeah,
pickups.
we did an
didn't he?
interview with Frampton about 3 years ago. Went
Well,
backstage with him. So.
I saw all your pictures on the wall. Those people you've met over the
Yeah,
years.
those people's been in here.
So I saw Chuck Berry's on there.
No, Chuck Berry has not been here. Chuck Berry is actually Eric Harder that works here. Is from Missouri, and
Yeah.
him and Chuck Berry's family are friends, and Chuck was
But I
friends.
saw a lot of famous
Everybody else
people
has
on the
pretty much
wall.
been
Wow,
here,
wow.
So he brought us one of the last pictures Chuck ever signed for us before he passed away.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, come on back.
Well, brother, thank you for letting me take a look. Folks, like I say, your assignment is to look at these guitars. Tell me which one you want. Tell me which one you want to hear me play. And I'm going to come back and do it. And like I say, if I can find me a good one under $500, and I'm sure I can, I'm probably going to buy one. I think my wife would probably not divorce me if I got one, say $500 to $600 range. So there, it looks like there's a good selection of those in here. Brother, again, many thanks. I'll stop this at that. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like. Roger has taken me upstairs where the studio is. Shut down. Start me on again here. You tell me.
This is the apartment when the artists come in. Like we just had Tyler Pride, Charlie Pride's son.
Wow.
Redoing, and this is their office layout, the living room. If you come in, you got the kitchen, full bath.
So they stay here while they're recording. Well, do you record all hours of the night? Like
We do. Most time it is late.
And it's Pro Tools set up.
Pro Tools and Luna.
Check this out. Man, this is beautiful.
And this is the bedroom for the artists to stay in.
This is
it's a little messed
awesome.
up right now. We just have
No, man, it's killer.
Then you walk in.
Unreal.
Then we have our TV studio on this side.
So you do video,
Yeah.
AV stuff. Well, that's what I do for a living, Rogers. I'm a videographer. I work for UNC Health Blue Ridge. I do their websites and their videos. So,
This is
very cool. We got a nice green screen set up.
do a lot of individual.
What kind of mics are you using here?
Those are
AK?
Yeah, EVs in.
Oh, EVs? Check it out. You got a whole, man, awesome little production area. So do you guys have a YouTube channel?
We have a YouTube channel called Guitar Wishes.
Guitar Wishes.
Yeah. There's about 500,000 views on it right now.
We'll get you up, brother. Go subscribe to Guitar Wishes and check all this out. It's excellent, man. It's fantastic.
This is
Yeah.
the newest. Let me put this on.
Wow.
This is the newest.
So you got a drum room.
This studio right here on this side is actually the newest one. We're almost finished building it. This is for audiobooks.
Oh, okay.
We're working with Universal. Hopefully, got to deal with Universal.
So they just recite the books in here.
Right.
Nice space.
This is the.
How did you connect with this building? I mean, how'd you find this and settle?
My ex-wife was an attorney and couldn't afford a building. She was leasing one, so I bought the building after we started dating, and moved her in on the other side. And I had a studio already in Charlotte, Sound Factory Charlotte.
Wow.
We just moved it here.
Folks, I know it's dark in here, but that's the mood that we're going for, I reckon. We got V drums, we got motifs and all kinds of motifs, whatever you call them. Rolling stuff, you got guitars, you got, we'll check it all out. There's my favorite amp, the Princeton Reverb. We got acoustic drum, it keeps on going. This is killer. Another place to
room.
vocal. Yeah. Killer. Wow. Well, I gotta say it's pretty dang impressive. So, okay,
All this will power up. This is actually a Slate Raven's newest stuff. That's what we use.
now, I know nothing about it, but I imagine that means your faders are all.
Everything's there. This one here, what we do is the center room. We call it the level room when we have artists come in to do the rehearsal.
Yeah.
And nothing's been recorded at that point, but it's just a rehearsal room. That's what happened in here last night. That's what it's set up for right now. So a band, it could be anything from the Stapleton Band or anybody that comes in that does that.
Wow. And it looks like you're Mac based.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything's Mac based. So
So, like, if I were to come in here with a project that was done in Logic, you could move my waves or whatever over it. Okay, do you record 32-bit float? Do you record?
We do.
Okay, so you got basically almost unlimited sound quality.
Yep. So, yeah, our sound quality is second to none. Like I said, we had with Joshua Ray Hudson. I don't know if you noticed when you came in the front room out there, the song that did the greatest. It's got Charlie Daniels on the album, John Snyder, Mike Huckabee. It's got Double Dyke on it. It's got a lot of big players on it.
Wow.
Well, everybody come in and donated all their time and everything on that album. We finished it up, and like I said, it was pretty amazing.
Brother,
because-
thank you so much for taking time to show me this. So I was on my way out. He told me he'd show me. And this is great. I would never have guessed this is in Lincolnton. Check this out.
Well, one of the cool things the studio's doing very, very well. We're booked almost solid to October right now as far as the recording time.
Wow.
And at night they do rehearsal rooms in here, and they do it about 4 nights a week. And the reason bands like that, all the sound checks done, and they tell us what kind of keyboards they want, what kind of amps. We have probably about 250 amps that we can swap in and out. So, and what we do is they come in, it's $50 an hour.
Yeah.
They show up, the sound check's
that's very
done, and they
reasonable.
go straight into rehearsal. So the drummer don't have to carry his drums in. A lot of times they'll bring their snare in or whatever, but everything's set up and ready to go. They could get 2 hours of practice and put the guitar.
If there's
back in
anything
case.
you need that you don't have up here, it's downstairs.
Either that or we have a reamping studio.
I mean, you
in
got a
Shelby.
boogie amp. You got all the amps and everything you'd ever need. I'm sure a lot of what you're doing, are you still doing lots, like people come in with helixes and stuff?
We have the Helix and we have the Kempers and all that also.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm doing now, even though I'm always been an amp to, or guitar to amp guy, but it's hard to beat a helix with some, all the dang scenes and
I'm
stuff.
a big Kemper fan.
Yeah, Kempers. I never got into it when the Kempers were that was a little more expensive than what I had. So, well, this is beautiful.
And
this
the
is
album,
killer.
that's why we stand. That's the album cover right there. Record label, New Folk
That's
Records
Why We
gave us
Stand.
that. That's
Features, huh?
the single off of that's what went to number one. Is
Check that out, folks. Unreal. That's a Nora Jones. So what's your relationship with her?
Actually, we didn't have directly in this studio. But one of our business partners, John Spingola, he was with Warner Brothers, Warner Electra for 19 years, and he worked with a lot of these artists also. If you get a chance, you can go to our site, the Sound Factory Studios, and it'll have probably 300 of the biggest names you've
The
ever seen.
Sound Factory Studios.
Mhm.
Wow. Again, many thanks, brother. I'll get on out of your hair. You've been super accommodating, and it's quite a place you've got here. I'm impressed.